think we all can agree that toddlers are amazing little creatures, and just watching their minds grow and expand is an incredible experience. However, if said toddler is having a breakdown or a temper tantrum, parents beware. In today's video, we are going to talk all about how sleep can affect your toddler's behavior. And we're going to talk about some solutions to make your child's behavior a little bit more desirable. Stay tuned for this video. My name is Missy Yando. I am the owner of Slumber and Bloom. I'm your mom life bestie, pediatric sleep consultant, and potty training coach. I love sharing tips and tricks on sleep training, potty training, and all things motherhood. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. So today we are talking all about toddler temper tantrums, what can cause them, and how you can troubleshoot and hopefully avoid them. Ever since before I was a sleep consultant, I knew how important it was for kids to get an ample amount of sleep. And I also saw firsthand through my job as a preschool teacher and now as a mom and as a sleep consultant, seeing all of these experiences where children are going from overtired to having enough sleep, and not only do their sleep patterns improve for themselves and the entire family, but their behavior and their general mood also improves. It's crazy how at the end of my consultation with families with toddlers that parents are telling me that they knew that sleep was going to improve, but they did not expect for the entire well-being of the family to improve because their child is in such better spirits throughout the day. So better sleep goes hand in hand with better mood, better behavior, and just better days overall. One of my favorite quotes from a toddler mom was when she told me that, quote, "This is the best day I've had with her in a long time." And honestly, sleep impacts everything. So let's jump into it and talk about the problems with your child's sleep that may be impacting their mood and troubleshooting around those issues. So problem number one is that bedtime is too late. A lot of times parents are pushing their toddlers' bedtimes later because they feel like they can handle a longer awake time. However, it's just not true. When your toddler transitions to one nap a day, they typically need an early bedtime for quite a while. The second problem could be that the nap time is too long. Now, of course, you can kind of troubleshoot your child's schedule in several different ways, but if your child is napping for 3 or more hours during the day, it may be pushing bedtime way too late. So if you're having that bedtime struggle, then you need to revisit how long your child is napping for and see if there needs to be some sort of nap time change. And then the third problem when it comes to sleep and your child's behavior is that they have a completely inconsistent schedule. Yes, toddlers are a little bit more flexible than babies, but they still need consistency. That means they need to wake up at the same time every day, nap at the same time for the same amount of time every day, and bedtime at the same time every day. Having this consistency is going to get your child's body into specific patterns and schedules so that their sleep is appropriately distributed throughout the day and their mood will be just peachy because they know what is expected and what comes next. So now you may be wondering, well, what kind of behavior are we talking about here? What should I be looking for? And is my child's sleep a reason for this behavior? So a couple things that you may want to look for includes general crankiness and irritability. If your child is waking up in the morning cranky, waking up from naps cranky, and going to bed cranky, then your schedule is not right. Reach out to me. Fill out my contact form on my website. Let's hop on a call and figure out how I can support you through this. A huge telltale sign that your child's sleep is not age appropriate is that your child is having way more temper tantrums than normal. If every little thing just pushes your toddler off the edge and just makes them lose their complete crap, then you need to look at your child's schedule and see what is going on. Of course, all toddlers have general irritability and temper tantrums, but if your child is just having tantrum after tantrum after tantrum, then you definitely need to find the root of that issue. And if it's not sleep related, it may be communication related. So I would definitely recommend doing some baby sign language with your child. If you are interested in a baby sign language guide, click the link down below and I will hook you up. Another thing, and I giggle about this because this was my son in a nutshell. When he got incredibly tired, he was very clumsy. He would like literally walk into walls. I feel bad laughing about it, but he's never truly gotten hurt from doing this. But sometimes when he was really tired, he would just like be more accident prone and more clumsy. So if that is something that happens to your child in the later afternoon, then you may want to consider an earlier bedtime. Because sleep is restorative for both our brains and our bodies, your child needs to have appropriate sleep in order to process things from the day into their long-term memory. So make sure that your child is getting that sleep because you want them to remember everything that you did all day, right? And you also want them to be able to concentrate, even if it's just coloring, doing puzzles, singing songs. If you're noticing that your child is kind of spacing out during these activities, then that means that you may want to look at their sleep schedule. So we talked about some troubleshooting ideas and really looking into your child's schedule to see what is going on with their sleep. Now, some other things that you may want to look into include their routines. Routines are huge. Whether it's a morning wake-up routine, whether it's a lunchtime, after lunch routine before nap, or whether it is a bedtime routine, routines are everything. Children thrive on consistency. So having that consistent routine for your child is so important. If you're not sure where to start with routines, then I want you to go to the link in the description box down below. Download my bedtime routine cards. They also come with morning routine cards, so I highly, highly recommend using these with your child. Another thing that you want to consider is your child's daily activities. Now, some kids are not getting enough stimulation and are just at home watching TV or just sitting around not really doing a whole lot all day, and other kids are way too busy and overstimulated. Both things can actually impact your child's sleep, and it's really important to find that good balance between the two so that your child can get the appropriate amount of sleep and the appropriate amount of daily activities. A lot of times when toddlers are having big tantrums and just kind of having a rough day, just getting them outside, getting that vitamin D and changing their scenery can make a really big difference in behavior. So if you're noticing that your schedule is great, they're getting a lot of sleep, you guys have a balanced amount of out of the house activities and in-home activities, just try going outside for a walk and just getting some fresh air and vitamin D for your child, and I'm sure that you will see tons of improvement. I want you to let me know in the comments down below. Tell me all about your toddler and what tantrums you have experienced. What is the craziest tantrum that your child has had? Toddlers are amazing little creatures, and they know a lot more than we think they know, and they are a lot more capable than we give them credit for. We just need to make sure that we are giving them the tools to succeed, and that means giving them enough sleep, because your child is not going to always tell you when they're tired. So make sure that your child is having an appropriate amount of sleep, and I'm sure you will see some amazing behavior changes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you get notifications every time I put out a new video. Check out these videos over here while you're waiting for my next video, and keep blooming. Mwah.